In this episode, I know that the last couple that we were starting off with top 5 ice creams or our favourite ice creams or stuff like that, I have another list for you today.
Oh,
So
this is the first I've heard of this.
I was up in Bar 33,
Right.
the Brazilian barbecue restaurant in Dublin there 2 weeks ago. And you get the gaucho experience, it's called. So
Right.
basically you pay a fee and it's all you can eat basically.
Yep.
So
Give it to me.
you have your salad bar, you get your rice, your feijoada, all that sort of stuff. Don't worry about that. You come out with the cuts of meat. Different types of meats come out on the skillet and on the blade basically, and they peel it off for you, pick it off.
Beautiful.
Different types of meats. So I want to know what your top 3 would be from the picks. So I have the menu here.
Let's hear it.
So you have your beef, your lamb, and your pork. Okay.
Straight
And you
away,
have
I'm
chicken.
a beef man.
Yeah. And you have chicken as well, which
Yeah.
I'll get in a moment. But from the beef, you have your picanha, which is rump. You have your alcatra, which is eye of the rump, or the rump tail.
Right.
So there's 3.
Right.
You have your thin flank, your beef ribs, or your strip loin. So there's 6 from the cow itself.
Okay, so you want 3 of those from me?
So I was going to say your top 3 of all of them.
Okay, go on.
We have our lamb picanha, so it's just lamb.
Yeah.
You have your pork ribs, your pork belly, and your Tuscan sausage.
Don't like pork belly.
There was chicken thighs and chicken hearts.
Never had chicken hearts. I know I don't like pork belly. I like
Crackly bits and everything were
sausages.
coming out where they were literally cracking open the pork belly.
Well, straight away I'm going to go for a rump.
So you have your picanha or your alcatra.
I've never had picanha either. The second thing that jumped out to me there is like straight away is chicken thighs. So there's 2, and I'd probably go for the ribs. I think that's a nice balance. Rump, ribs, and chicken thighs.
Which ribs? So there were pork ribs or there were the beef ribs.
Pork ribs. So
Pork, okay, you have all 3. So
Yeah.
okay,
That's
good
my
choice.
3.
Yeah.
What about you? What was your 3?
So I'm going to go a little left flank here. In my top 3, the chicken hearts are in it.
Right. Well, I've never had them, so can't comment.
Yeah, honestly, now you're going to turn your nose up at me saying it, but they are delicious little
I
yolks.
don't knock that until I try it.
Oh man, they are very, very good.
Right.
So I went. So
That's a lie, actually. I do knock stuff until I try it. I knock high rocks all the time. And
you knock Chinese as well
Yeah,
until you
true,
started
yeah.
having it. So I went with the chicken hearts, the picanha, which is the rum cap, when you're literally peeling it off the skillet. Oh, it's different gravy.
I'd love to try that now.
Yeah. And honestly, the lamb picanha was delicious as well.
Right. I do like lamb.
But the Tuscan sausage fairly blew it out of the water as well. It was delicious. It's something that I don't often get, but when I'm out in a restaurant like that, sometimes when it's like, it was at the end of the photo shoot basically. So I was like, right, I'm having things.
Give me a sausage.
Literally, give me a fucking sausage. Give me a Denny's sausage for all I care.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Give me a breakfast roll.
But you can't beat the picanha steak.
Right.
The Brazilian way
Again,
they
something I've
cook
never
it.
tried, but I'd love to try that.
You need to get up
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
So do
definitely.
you if you
Yeah.
haven't been there. But yes, this is our check-in video for this week, and we are now 5 weeks post photo shoot.
Hard to believe.
Yeah, and I'm 3 weeks post my second photo shoot in Manchester. But how's the body? How are we feeling?
Body is good. Very good. Happy out now, to be honest. And like that, 5 weeks post shoot, and I'm only up 0.9 kg. So I'm really happy with that. And it's definitely the best transition out of a shoot I've ever had. Now, I was saying it to you before we started there, like, I'm feeling a little bit fatigued this week. It's been a hard 5 week block of training. I've been pushing hard, intensity is high. 1 or 2 sessions this week, dragging arse a little bit, sessions probably taking a little bit longer than they should. But again, I'm lifting heavier, I'm getting stronger again, the weights are accumulating. So yeah, no, feeling really, really good.
No, that's a good place to be at. I'm fairly similar, up a little bit more body weight. So my last average was 76.9.
Yep.
So my lowest for the day before I started my refeed for the second photo shoot was 75 kg.
Yeah.
But my average that week, I think, was maybe 75.9 or something like that. So like yourself, just up maybe 1, maybe 2% of average body weight.
Yeah.
So I'm quite pleased with this as well.
That's very good. And like, you were leaner than me, so you needed to gain a little bit more, that bit faster.
Yes.
I wasn't as lean, and like I was 85 kilos for the shoot, and I'm 85.9 now. I'm not 0.9 now. I'm not sure what my averages were, but all I know now is I'm up 0.9 since the day of the shoot.
But the exciting bit of that is by the time your next diet and phase comes around, you have fuck all work to be doing.
100%. And I left myself like with way too much work to do, really, for the shoot, because that wasn't the goal initially. It was just a fat loss phase, and I was fat. Like I was way too fat. I came back from a couple of weeks in New Zealand. I was 102 kilos. And like I was only saying to you outside again, I feel comfortable at this weight, 86. And it was a bit of an eye opener to me. I didn't realise until now how sloppy and bad I actually felt at that weight. I don't want to get there again. And the next time I diet down, the weight I would like to be at is roughly 90.
Yeah.
And then get down to 80. So I've only got 10 kilos to lose versus having 18 to lose, which is pretty much what I lost for our shoot. It was just way too much work.
Yeah, and I'm the very same as well. I'm looking back at previous photos, like even back in January when I was, say, maintaining my body weight, then I was chunky enough. I had a good bit of meat on the bones back then, but at that time I was looking at myself, I was like, oh yeah, I'm quite lean, I have a bit of muscle definition. Whereas now, after going through one proper hard diet that was quite restrictive, now I can see, like, I'm, as you said, I'm feeling very energetic. I feel healthy at this body weight.
Yeah.
I'm feeling nice and strong in the gym now after a couple of weeks of increasing the calories, like straight after the photo shoots, like we were saying.
Straight back to maintenance.
Straight back to maintenance and pushing and then some. This past week, so I was in Lisbon there for a couple of days. My coach gave me an increase in calories overall and 2 free meals per week.
Lovely.
So he said those are two meals. I'm just eating food, whatever I want at that meal, enjoying myself.
Until you're satisfied.
If I'm out with the missus or if I'm out with the family or out with mates for a couple of drinks or whatever, enjoy it. 2 meals of the 28 that you're having in the week isn't going to affect
small percentage.
Very small percentage. But when it turns out to be a free meal every second day, that's when you start to see the...
Or when you completely take the piss with that free meal.
Yeah,
do you know?
Because we have good experience now
Within
of what a
reason.
free meal looks like. Like for yourself in the Chinese, you're getting your curry, the chicken and the prawn.
Plenty of protein, yeah.
Absolutely. And I'd be similar enough in that as well. I'd make rice at home or something like that, or I'd make air fryer chips from the rooster potatoes home, something like that.
Just making relatively good decisions.
Yeah, or if I'm taking, like, I am good crack at parties, but
I'm not. Shit crack at parties.
But I wouldn't, if a good way I put it is, if I'm taking the piss with drink, I'm not going to take the piss with food, or vice versa. And usually it's the food side of things because I don't drink that often.
And that's something that I always say to clients, is, like if they're going out for a meal, try and keep it to 2 courses if you can. And if you're drinking, that's a course. So have a main course and your few drinks.
Yeah.
And that's generally, like, if fat loss is the goal and you're having a free meal or a meal out, I would stick to 2 course. We're not in a fat loss phase now, so we can have a 3 or 4 course.
Yeah, pretty much, which is nice. But the other side of that is we've earned the right to be in this position now. Because if you've been listening to previous check-ins, those like 4 or 5 weeks out from our photo shoot where we were feeling a little bit tired, or we were expecting, say, events coming up those weekends and we were planning those in advance, we had to put that little bit more effort in at that stage to make sure that we finished out that diet phase.
Call a spade a spade. We had little to no balance for a period, maybe 8 weeks.
Yeah, but we've earned that balance back now.
Exactly.
Because we put the work in. Whereas you see these people say it's summertime now, or if they want a little bit more balance,
Not making fuck all progress.
Yeah, maybe there's a slight chance that you've had too much balance, and that's why you find yourself in the position that you're currently in.
Yeah.
But that's the joys of having, say, group photo or group shoots, or that's what I was doing. We were doing our own shoot together, or even the group coaching that I've ran in the past, that we're going to run a new one in September. That's the joys of having those things, because you have your strict start and end date, and we're all in this together 100%. Kind of mentality, a bit more of a community aspect. I found that to be really helpful, and it's going to be even more helpful obviously in September.
Even me and you doing it together was really helpful.
Exactly,
and we're going to be running a group with a lot more than 2 people in it. And, you have that community element.
For sure, because there are going to be days where, as wanky as it sounds, motivation might be lacking, or you have a busy weekend coming up, or maybe work is stressful. That's fine. And then you see other people and they're smashing it, getting it done despite having those problems as well, because everybody is busy. Everybody has their own little wars and battles going on. But then when you're able to see the others still showing up, then you kind of think like, right, I will get the finger out today. And you feel much better because of it.
It definitely does drive you on.
And same for you and me. There were days you were definitely looking at my stuff and being like, right, I
better get the finger out here.
And I was, and the other way around as well.
Even training together. I'm looking at you thinking, geez, Mark's driving this session on, I better get the finger out here. We'd be pushing each other on.
Or if I see you out with your kids at the weekend and you're having a party or whatever, you're out and about, but I still see her tracking the calories at the weekend, I'm like, right, I have no excuse not to get this done today.
Absolutely.
As much as I would rather just leave the phone by the side or whatever,
Yeah, it's not that big of a job.
No, but it's even more helpful, especially when you have someone keeping you accountable, of course. And it's so exciting then. Like, I'm so happy with where we're at right now because of those couple of weeks where we
lacking balance.
Where we lack balance. But it doesn't sound sexy when you put it that way.
But we put in a lot of work to get to the point that we're at now, and it was so worth it. Like, it was fucking hard, but like, anything worth doing is not going to be easy.
No.
And we're in a brilliant position now. And as you said to me, like, one hard diet phase can set you up for a long, long time.
And that's exactly how I'm looking at it. We put in a huge shift then. We're in a place now that we have a bit of balance over summer to maintain this physique. And from September then, that's where we're really going to crank it up a little notch. And that's exactly, like, there's nothing stopping you from doing that very same thing. And especially with September coming up, like, what are we now? The end of July, 24th of July there as we speak.
5 weeks till September.
Yeah, so another bit of balance for ourselves and pushing on from there. But as I said, with September around the corner, so is EM8, which is starting September 7th. And we have the waiting list, the priority list rather, up and going. And if you want to get on that, so it's our 8 weeks group coaching with all the bells and whistles, as we were saying. We were actually just discussing there this morning a couple of bits that we're going to be adding to it, which
Plenty
is going to be
bits.
So like a bit more on the community side of things. We're going to be doing a couple of meetups during it, which we'll discuss in the future a little bit more. But for now, if you want any more information on it, the link is in the description below. It's the first link there. You can't miss it. And if you have any other questions, you know where to find us. We're only a message or a comment away. So 100%. Make sure you comment, make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll catch you in the next check-in.
And thank you very much for tuning in. Peace and love.
Peace.